guys, hi, how's it going? How you doing today? Hopefully today finds you well. Today I am doing my beauty trash for October, and I have to be honest, there's not really much in here. It's a lot of like bath stuff. I don't think any makeup in here. There might be some skincare, but there's really not a whole lot. So we're gonna jump in real quick, get it over with. Real short and sweet video. But for those of you who are new here, hi, my name is Donna. So happy to have you here. I'm a lover of all things high-end, colorful beauty and self-care. I work in the beauty industry. I'm here on YouTube. I have a passion for beauty, and that brings me here because I get a lot of education because of my position in the beauty industry on the products that I use in my life. I like to bring that to you. I also just kind of like general makeup chit chat. And you people are my people. You people are my people to talk about beauty with because nobody else in my life gives a poop. So with that being said, I hope that you like it here. I hope that you'll find that this is an interesting channel. This soothes your soul the way it soothes my soul. And if it does, I hope that you'll want to subscribe before you go. With that being said, did I say that already? I say that a lot here. And with that, let's jump into these empties. The first thing I pull out of this bucket is this. This is the Tree Hut Shea Sugar Scrub, and this was in the scent Watermelon. So when you pick this up, this was a limited edition scent. I cannot remember if it's still for sale or not, if I'm honest. But when you pick this up, it is pink and it's got little black like pieces inside of it that are the watermelon seeds. It looks like watermelon when you dip your fingers into it. It smells like watermelon. It smells delightful. I love watermelon. I love eating watermelon. I love smelling like watermelon. The great part about these Shea Sugar Scrubs is the scent does linger, but not in an offensive way. So you can smell it on your body as you walk. If you get a good whiff of yourself occasionally, and this is what you're going to smell, and it's delightful. It is lovely. And these also do a really kick-ass job of exfoliating your body. I use one of these on my legs every single time I shower before I shave. So I also like to use these on my shoulder, across my décolleté, on my elbows, on my knees. Like, I just love the exfoliating properties of these Shea Sugar Scrubs. They are quite fabulous. Now, I did I did get one in gratis that was specifically made for your face. I haven't tried that yet. I have to imagine that if it isn't like as harsh as these, it's probably going to be good for skin exfoliation, but I do have a couple other exfoliators in my shower I was using before I tried that one. I don't know much about that one, but these ones for your body, they're fantastic. I repurchase them all the time. The next thing I have in here is a couple of the Bath & Body Works Gentle Foaming Hand Soaps. These hand soaps are fantastic. They're the only hand soaps I purchase. I always have a stash of about 10 or 12, always, no matter what. This one was in the Fragrance Paradise Coconut, and it is juicy pineapple, sugarcane, and coconut milk notes. This one smelled so good, and I accidentally bought two at different times, obviously, one at different times, but I bought two of these, and I was actually quite pleased that I ended up having two in my collection because this was such a delightful scent. It smelled a little bit like banana boat tanning oil. And I love that. It really brings back my childhood memories of slathering my body with that because sun damage was not a thing when I was 12 and 13 years old, and I didn't care to toast my body like a piece of bread. So I loved this. It smelled so good. And if they come back out with it next summer, I will repurchase that scent. This one is called Love You a Latte, and it has espresso bean, creamy vanilla, and whipped sugar scent notes to it. And I also really loved this one. I am a sucker for coffee. If you don't know, I did run 2 Starbucks in the town that I am in currently. I did both of them dual for about a year, and I ran each one separately as well as the general manager of those locations. So coffee is in my blood. It is truly in my blood. I love the smell of coffee. A lot of people don't, but then there's also a lot of people that do love the smell of coffee but hate the taste of coffee. I think this is the perfect concept for those that love the smell of coffee but don't love the taste of coffee, because you're still going to get the scent of it. For me, if it accidentally, you know how sometimes scents can make it into your mouth, if it accidentally made it into my mouth, it was awful. But it was a really delightful hand soap. I loved the smell of it, and I would also repurchase this one. I really kind of dug the whole like little motif on here too. This little latte dude with the whipped cream on it was so, so cute, but lattes don't come with whipped cream. Just saying. All right. Next I have here is these Care Color conditioners. So I get my hair done all the time. As a matter of fact, today is hair day, and I am so stoked because I think the last time I had my hair done was like in June. I think it was the last week of June, because I remember telling my stylist that I needed it done before 4th of July. I'm pretty sure it was the last week of June. That was the last time my hair was done. This is how I keep it so vibrant. So you guys see the reds. Now, when my hair was first officially done, it did have some blue in it, had some coral in it. But as I washed it and as time went on and as I started to have to use this, it did become, you know, one color besides the gray here in my roots. But this is how I keep the color in my hair for as long as it is in my hair. This is how I keep it as vibrant as it is for as long as it is. My hair holds on to color really well in the first place, and there are some people that is not the case for, and I understand that, but these will help regardless of whether your hair holds on to color or doesn't. It's going to help keep the hair color on your head more vibrant for longer. So in addition to using these, I only wash my hair once every like week, which a lot of people think is gross, but I use a lot of dry shampoo. And I still shower. I just don't wash my hair, except for that once a week, once every 10 days kind of mindset. I wash my hair in cold water because that is what is best for your colored hair. And I use these to clean my hair. So I do have red, which is what is currently in my hair and what is currently in my shower, and what I will probably be for the rest of the winter time. I tend not to put a whole bunch of colors in my hair, except for during the spring, summer time. Around fall, I start thinking about just one color throughout the remainder of the year. And then this one is light pink. This one was good for like the color tones in my hair that were on the lighter side. So the corals, there was at one point in time, there was a yellow. At one point in time, there was like a fuchsia in my hair as well. I used this quite a bit for those color options. You can use these in a way that you can put some in your hand and just kind of go through like sections of your hair. You can also sleep in these. These are not going to do any kind of damage to your hair because they're just color depositing cleansers for your hair. So I have actually had an employee who used to get the purple one and had her hair like ashy blonde, and she would sleep in the purple conditioner in a shower cap, and she would have lavender hair at the end of the day. Well, in the morning when she washed out the conditioner. So these are safe enough to use in your hair no matter what time of day and leave in your hair for an extended period of time. I do put these in my hair. I do leave them in for about 30 minutes, put a cap over the top of my head, and then I rinse them out. So these are amazing. I will continue to repurchase them. I currently in my shower have Merlot, which is kind of this color here, maybe a little bit more brown. And then I have a red, and I also have, I think a copper, which is orangey tone. Currently, I'm mixing the Merlot and the red to get this color because, as I said, the Merlot is a little more brown. I have also this, which is the Neutrogena Skin Balancing wipes. These are 25 pre-moistened towelettes. You guys know that I'm not really a makeup wipe kind of girl. These did come to me, I believe, in gratis or a subscription box of some sort. So I had them in my collection because of that. I only use these to wipe like swatches off my hands when I am doing videos. That is the only time these come into play in my life. I don't use them on my face. I find that makeup wipes tend to dry me out really, really bad. My skin looks awful after I've used a makeup wipe on them. And also, I really hate the Neutrogena makeup wipes. I feel they're super oily. As a matter of fact, there was a video that I did not that long ago that said I was going to do, at the beginning, I said I was going to do a Torrid try on and haul today, but I picked up my protein shake and my hands were all like oily slick, and the protein shake fell out of my hand onto the table and onto the brand new Torrid clothes, and I had to wash them all. Henceforth, I've tried them all on, and there are several pieces that I ended up taking back. So I'm not doing that Torrid haul anymore, but I didn't initially do it because I dumped my protein shake all over them. This was on my hands when I picked up that protein shake. I had just got done filming. I had wiped my hands off of the swatches that I did for one of my palette roulette videos. This was the makeup wipe that I used, and my protein shake fell right out of my hands as if I did not have my hands around the container. So I don't like these. I never have liked these. Even when I was in a place where I was using makeup wipes, Neutrogena was not my first choice. So I wouldn't repurchase these for two reasons. I don't like Neutrogena. I don't like makeup wipes. I do have a couple of makeup items in here I forgot all about. So this is a little sample size of the Abh Brow Wiz, and this was part of my sample series, which I, did for about a year and decided that I didn't really want to do it anymore. Nobody was watching it. It was taking too much time, and I was just forgetting to honestly use the samples in my life because they started to piss me off, if I'm honest. This is the Brow Wiz that was part of that, and I have to be honest with you, I've used Brow Wiz in the past. I don't like Brow Wiz. I find them to be a little bit too harsh, a little bit too waxy, and they tear out my brow hairs, which I have everything, my brows are natural. Everything in my brows today is my natural hair. I do have some of my 24-hour brow setter on the top of them, but I don't really use anything in my brows. I don't want to use something in my brows that's going to tear out the hair. So this was a sample size. What I can say about the samples is that it is a pencil that gives you enough of the like lead, so to speak, to use it for probably 3 or 4 uses, but because it sticks so far above the end of the pencil, it breaks the minute you stick it to your skin, which is what happened to me because it's too soft to stick that far up above the pencil. This would be better if they made it retractable. I mean, even just a little tiny bit. It does have a lot of a nub down here that they could make it retractable if they wanted to, but they just don't. This was worthless in my collection. Now, the Brow Wiz is not worthless. I don't particularly like it, but it is a wonderful micro pencil that people like to use in their brows. A lot of people swear by this. I would say I use the Benefit Precisely My Brow. I like it a lot more. It's not as stiff and waxy, so it doesn't tear out the hairs. I've also used the NYX one, and the NYX one is about half the price of this one. So the NYX one is a little bit warm on the warm end, but the ABH ones are far more on the warm end. I also have this one. This is a micro brow pencil by Wet n Wild. I think I got this from my aunt when she used to work at Walmart. She used to give me a lot of makeup. Makeup goes on sale all the time at Walmart for like pennies a piece. So she used to bring me bags and bags and bags of makeup all the time, and I appreciate her so much for that because if I needed drugstore for any reason, I knew I could get it from her. This was a brow pencil that she brought me, and it is the Wet n Wild Micro Brow Pencil. It doesn't tell you what shade it is. What I will say is it was a really good shade match for me. It was kind of like a dark, like maybe espresso brown, leaning a little bit more gray. I did really like it. I mean, I would use it again. I don't know if I would purchase it because I don't really steer drugstore, but if it came into my life again, I would definitely use it again. It wasn't that bad. It didn't last me for very long. I mean, it was in a package. It was like covered. I can't imagine it had been touched prior to her picking it up for like 2 cents. But I also know that there wasn't much product in this contraption. I think I got maybe 2 weeks worth of use out of it. And that's just too fast, in my opinion. If you are buying a brow product, it's because you need it, right? You don't want to, even at $6 a piece or $8 or $10, whatever it is, you don't want it to last only 2 weeks before you need to buy another one. So I wouldn't repurchase it. It was a good shade though. I really enjoyed using it. The last thing I have in here, and I did lose the cap somewhere down there. I don't know how I somehow inadvertently unscrewed this, but this is the Kiehl's Pure Vitality Skin Renewal Cream. And this is just a sample size. Again, I started utilizing it in my sample series, which is no longer on my channel. This was actually quite nice. I did like this. I did feel like it did impact my skin in a great way. I felt like my skin felt and looked more hydrated, a lot more smooth when I was using this. However, I hate the smell of this. So this is the consistency of it. Not a bad consistency. It does remind me of a lot of like creams. This, I don't know. It's kind of a nondescript smell, but also kind of alcohol-y and also kind of Play-Doh-y. And I don't think it's bad. I just got this sample, so I'm not sure what's going on with it, but maybe it was an old one. But also, like, truly, look, did you guys see that? Like, as I rub it into my skin, it like gets bigger. You have to remember to use it at night, because if you use it during the day, it's no bueno for your skin, no bueno for your makeup. I did especially like it. So you guys can see I'm wearing 2 watches, right? I have my Fitbit right here that I pay for, a Fitbit program yearly. I didn't get in to cancel my subscription in time. So like, it's a lot of money. I'm wear the stupid Fitbit, right? Also, I know how to operate the Fitbit a lot more than I do the Apple Watch at this point in time. So, especially when it comes to exercise, and I exercise every day. So, I do have the Fitbit on and I have the Apple Watch on. Well, these bands, even though they say they're latex free, I don't think that they are, because I'm allergic to latex, and this is what the band is doing to my arm. I don't know that this is actually latex free. I mean, it says it is. I'm going to trust it is. But I specifically bought one that said it was latex free because I'm allergic to latex, yet this is what it's doing to my arm. Maybe I'm allergic to silicone too. However, maybe that's why some of these primers don't work for my skin. Oh my goodness. Mind blown. Oh my goodness. Okay, maybe that's why I hate silicone primers. Maybe. Okay, so anyways, this was fabulous over the top of this area of my skin where that watch is eating at my skin. So why do I continue to wear the Fitbit? Why don't I just get another dude? Because every time I look for a leather band for this Fitbit, I can't find one. If you guys know where to find one, I've looked on Amazon. Maybe I need to look again. It's not worth it to me. I'll just deal with this for another year. But it has created scars. I had it on this wrist for a while just to give my other wrist some reprieve, and this is a scar. Whatever. Anyways, this helped a lot for the parts of my skin that really needed some help, right? The parts of my skin that were chapped and burnt and This did a great job. I love it. I hate the smell of it. So I probably wouldn't buy a full-size version because I do have a lot of these very similar in fashion kind of moisturizers. And I will just use those because I like the smell of them a little bit better. But yeah, you guys, that's it. That's all I got for you. That's all I have for you. That was all of my empties. I am actually pretty shocked that there was a couple of makeup items in here because I really didn't think that there was going to be. That's everything I went through in the month of October. These things happen. Sometimes it's peaks and valleys, right? It's feast or famine. There's months that I go through a ton of stuff, and there's months that I don't go through anything. I think we just went through this not that long ago. So that's it. That's all I got. What did you guys go through in October? I would be interested to know. I know Nona laughs at me. My friend Nona, I know that she laughs at me because I'm like, did you go through as much as I did? Did you go through less? What did you go through? She's like, not many people go through as much as you do. I typically have an awful lot of empties, but this month I don't have much. So did you go through as much as I did? Or did you go through less? I would be interested to hear, what did you go through? With that being said, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope that 2021 is treating you all kindly. I hope that you and yours are well, that you're healthy, that you're staying safe out there, and that you're loving each other, but you're loving each other from afar. And until next time, bye friends.